Welcome, this is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. In this tutorial, I will show you that EQ8 is not just for quilting. In fact, I'm going to show you how I used it to create some die cuts that I then cut out in Cricut Design Space. So I'm going to take you through my entire process, which means you're going to see a little bit more than just Electric Quilt in this tutorial. Select Design a block from scratch. Select a new block, Applique, Motif. Change the block width to 4.25 and the height to 5.5. Set the snaps at 4 by 4. Snapping options should be snap to nodes and auto join segments when drawing. With the Shapes tool, select a square and drag on the work table. And under Selected Segment Properties, change the width to 1.146 and the height to 4. Let me retype the width. Select Center in Block and select Convert to Guides. Select the Shape tool and select the square and drag one inside the guidelines. Under the Selected Segment Properties, change the width to 1.146, change the height to 0.88. Select it with the Pick tool and make 2 copies by selecting Clone. Select the Ellipse tool, select the pie shape, set the first number at 180 and the second at 270. Drag the pie shape from the lower right to the upper left corner. Select Convert to Patch, select it with the Pick tool, change the width to 1.146 and change the height to 0.842. Position the ellipse at the top of the guidelines and one of the rectangles at the bottom. Place the 2 remaining rectangles in between and adjust everything to have the approximate same amount of distance between each of the shapes. Then, with the Pick tool, under Shapes, select the square and drag another one on the work table. Under Selected Segment Properties, change the width to 1.5 and the height to 4.4. Center in Block. With the Edit tool, select the node in the lower left corner and select Break at Node. Drag the node to reposition it on the green line at approximately the same place as the top of the first full rectangle. With the Edit tool, click directly on the node in the upper left corner and select Delete Node. Select the slanted line and select Convert to Curve. Drag the handles to reposition the curve to create a consistent frame. Select the Color tab and Add to Project Sketchbook. Select Print and Export, Print Block. And under the printing style, select Outline Drawing. Under the Page Setup, go to Printer and select a PDF writer and select OK. Select OK, do a quick preview, and select Print. In the Save As window, navigate to My EQ8 Images. Under File Name, type in Window for Card and select Save. Inkscape is going to allow me to convert the PDF document into an SVG document, which is usable in any of the electronic cutting systems. In Inkscape, select File, Import, and navigate to My EQ8 Images. Locate the saved PDF document window for card and select Open. Select OK. Select Object, Ungroup, and I'm going to delete the text at the top and at the bottom. Select all of the lines, and under Object, select Ungroup. And you may find it necessary to select it multiple times, but the goal is to get to the point that you see a dotted line around every one of the patches and line segments. Select the Pen tool, which will do a Bezier curve or straight line, and you're going to click on the first open node and drag a line and double click on the node on the bottom. With the Shift key, select a different color, and I did find it necessary to click away so that you can see that that new segment is colored with a red. With the Select tool, drag a box and select everything, and select Object Group. I'm going to select Control or Command plus the C key followed by the V key, and then under Object, select Flip Horizontally. Move the right segment and let it snap to that on the left. And those red lines are actually going to be fold lines where everything else is going to be a cut line. With the Select tool, I'm going to select everything, do an Object Group, and make a note of the width and height, because you will need that when you go into Design Space. Do a File, Save As, navigate to My EQ8, Images. Under File Name, type in Window SVG for Card and select Save. Note that the Save As type is SVG. In Cricut Design Space, select New Project and select Upload. Select Upload Image and navigate to My EQ8 Images, and I'm going to locate the SVG file and select Open. Select Upload. Select the new image and select Add to Canvas. You may need to scroll to find the imported image. Note that the size is wrong, so make sure the lock size adjustment is turned on and type in the width from Inkscape. With the image still selected, right-click and select Copy, and then right-click and select Paste. For the cloned segment, select Attach, which is going to allow it to be treated as all one image for cutting purposes. Select the original imported image and note that all of its pieces are highlighted in the tab on the right. Select one of the straight lines and under Operation, change to the Style Score. Under Layers, scroll down to find the other straight line and select it, and change the operation to score for that as well. Under Shapes, select the square. Now we want to turn off the lock size adjustment, and we're going to change the width to 4 and the height to 5 1/4. So that's going to be a 1/4 inch smaller than the card base. Now I'm going to change the color, right-click and select Send to Back. Drag a box to select both the background and the original window pane, and under Align, select Center. Select the window in the center and use the arrow keys on your keyboard to shift the window pane up. That will leave a little bit of extra space at the bottom for adding a sentiment. Select both the pane and the card and select Attach. Select Make It. For the first mat, I will load black cardstock and select Continue. Select the material type, and then on the Cricut machine, I will press Go. While the machine is doing its things, you can keep track of the progress on your screen. And then I will unload the mat. Then I will load the material for the second mat, and notice that I need to also load my scoring wheel first. The Cricut Maker is now going through the scoring process. Then switch to the fine point blade and press Go on the Cricut Maker. Finish off by unloading the mat and selecting Done. Thanks so much for watching. In the related blog post, I will take you through my process for constructing the card using the die cuts from this video.